Welcome to OSCAR version 7 sneak preview for law school administrators. In this webinar, we will cover the following topics: homepage redesign, the new system security requirements, enhancements in the judge interface, including the judge details, posting clerkship positions, and advertising clerkships to law schools, enhancements in the applicant and recommender interfaces, the expanded law school profile, the recommenders only account and wear the hat feature, and then the redesigned resources page. OSCAR has undergone a major redesign, so we're really excited to show you OSCAR version 7. This version will offer a brand new look and feel that is more contemporary. The redesign will provide you with better access to our online resources, and you will see a more functional homepage with easier access to tip sheets, video tutorials, blogs, and other references. You will also find it easier to navigate. With all the changes in the look and feel, you will find that most functions, such as managing your applicants and recommenders or reviewing clerkships, will basically follow the same process. The home page has now a slider that rotates through 4 information items, and you can click on any of the items to get more information on that topic. We've also transformed the registration tab into a more user-friendly questions that are based on user roles, such as, are you applying? Are you hiring? Are you submitting a recommendation? Are you a court administrator? Are you a law school? And based on the user's answer to this question, they will click on the appropriate link, and it will take them to the registration form. OSCAR now allows second-year law students full access to OSCAR beginning in January. Full access means that they can register for accounts, access the applicant interface, and perform all available functions like researching clerkship positions and creating clerkship applications. The finalized applications, however, are held for release according to the critical dates of the Federal Law Clerk Hiring Plan. We do recommend that the second-year law students keep their application in draft in case they need to submit updated resumes and other documentation. Along with the redesigned, version 7 will have a new and more stringent password requirements that will enhance OSCAR's website security and to keep with the judiciary's security policy. OSCAR will now require all existing users to update their passwords and for new users to follow the password requirements. So once you have access to OSCAR version 7, you will log in using your current username and password. Once you click in the Login button, it will take you to the Password main tab. Here you will enter your new password, and you will enter your new password again to verify. And your new password must meet these criteria, that it must be at least 8 characters, at least 1 number, at least 1 lowercase, at least 1 uppercase, at least 1 special character, and to make sure that your new password contains no spaces. Once you have your new password, click on the Save Password button. This will take you to the next tab, which is the Security Questions tab, and this is another layer for the new security requirements. You will choose and provide answers to 3 questions from a preset list. Your answers will be used when you need to reset your password. So you will click on the down arrow to choose a question for question 1, provide an answer. Do the same for question 2 and for question 3. Once you are satisfied with your questions and your answers, you will want to click on one of the Save buttons at the bottom or at the top. In version 7, OSCAR will also limit the number of times you can enter an incorrect username-password combination. So after 5 incorrect login attempts, you will need to use the forgot password or the forgot username features. And these are two links that are in the login box from the home page. Also, if your account has been inactive for 365 days or more, OSCAR will require you to change your password when you attempt to log into the system. As part of this new system security requirement, OSCAR will now require users to agree with website terms of use when they log in. So they must agree to the OSCAR's rules of behavior also. So once a user reads through the terms of use, they can click on the Accept button, which will allow them to continue on into OSCAR. If they click on the Decline button, they will be taken back to the home page. Users can also read more on terms of use and rules of behavior by clicking on the appropriate links at the bottom of the home page. In addition to the site redesign and the new system security, OSCAR version 7 will introduce several features to provide transparency to applicants in law schools and law clerk hiring. In the fall of 2012, the Administrative Office developed 3 surveys addressing the Federal Law Clerk Hiring Plan, or known as the Hiring Plan, and OSCAR itself. The Administrative Office then distributed these surveys to federal judges, law school deans, and recent law clerks. One notable issue identified from the surveys was the lack of transparency in law clerk hiring, particularly with determining whether a judge followed the hiring plan when accepting applications from third-year law school applicants. At its annual meeting, the OSCAR Working Group addressed this issue and other issues from the survey and made recommendations on several programming changes to enhance transparency in law clerk hiring. OSCAR will now require participating judges to indicate if they participate in the hiring plan in the judge profile. Applicants will be able to find this information in the Judge Details subtab. Regardless of a judge's selection for hiring plan participation, OSCAR will continue to release online applications from third-year law students in accordance with the dates of the hiring plan. Some of the other enhancements include the following fields in the judge's profile: participation in the Federal Law Clerk Hiring Plan, room for explanation of the hiring practices, optional fields for dates of appointment, law school that the judge attended, and also the undergraduate school that the judge has attended. As you can see from the Judge Details tab, version 7 displays the hiring preferences for participating in hiring plan and hiring practices. We will work with chambers to have judges update their profiles so that applicants and law schools have access to this information. Again, the goal is to provide all applicants with access to a fair, transparent, and effective law clerk hiring practice. If a judge did not enter any information in the hiring practices text box, you will see no information available. Judges also have the option, as mentioned earlier, to select their date of appointment and the law school and undergraduate school they attended. This optional information is available when viewing a judge profile in the Judge Details subtab. Please note that OSCAR will only display these optional fields if the judge has made a selection. Applicants and law school administrators, you will be able to perform advanced searches on these new fields.
OSCAR version 7 is also going to provide the courts with the capability to post positions in OSCAR and accept applications for pro se, death penalty, and bankruptcy appellate panel law clerks under the Chief Judge's listing. To make it clear to applicants and law schools of the different law clerk positions in OSCR, we've added a new clerkship type field in position postings. And this field includes a drop-down list with the selections of term law clerk chambers, career law clerk chambers, pro se law clerk, death penalty law clerk, and bankruptcy appellate panel law clerk. Judges and chamber staff will still usually select law clerk, term law clerk chambers, and career law clerk chambers for their hiring needs. And court unit administrators, which are usually the HR staff at a court, will also have access to these new options when posting positions on behalf of judges. Applicants and law school administrators will be able to view the clerkship type in the judge's list of positions and in the position posting. They'll also be able to perform searches on clerkship type. The clerkship term field is also been improved by adding new fields for 3 years and 4 years positions. And again, applicants will be able to see the clerkship term from both the judge's list and when they perform advanced searches. And here is an example of an applicant or a law school looking at a judge's list of positions on their Positions tab. And this judge, in this example, has 4 positions, and you can see there is a clerkship type column, and the clerkship term column includes the new field, new values for 3 years and 4 years. Now, when an applicant clicks on the green View and Apply button to view the position's details, again, they're going to see that new clerkship type and the new clerkship term for that selected position. Now, several enhancements have also been made to the applicant registration form and applicant profile. These include bar membership, specialized work experience, and post-law school experience. The bar membership field has a pick list of all estates and includes the option for Other. When the option Other is selected, OSCR will allow the applicant to enter their specialized bar membership. To support the new clerkship types, new applicants will be able to enter their information when they register for an OSCR account, and current OSCR applicants will be able to update their existing profiles. Applicants will also be able to identify their specialized work experience. And OSCR does allow applicants to identify from one or more selections from a pick list. And here you can see the different choices they have, and there's a note there to remind them that if they hold down the Control key, they can click on different selections. Judges and their chamber staff will be able to select their hiring preferences for these new fields when they post a position, and applicants will be able to see these new fields when they view a clerkship's position details. Now in OSCR version 7, the judges and their chambers will have the capability to advertise their clerkship position postings to participating law schools. Now please note that applicants and law school administrators, you will continue to receive email notifications regarding the new clerkship positions. This is in addition to that feature, so don't be surprised if you receive a message from the chambers alerting you that they have just posted a position. OSCAR version 7 is also going to allow applicants to update their law grade sheets that are attached to finalized applications. Applicants will have a new Update Grade Sheet button, and that will be available in their clerkship application and their staff attorney application tab. They can select a new or updated grade sheet to attach to their application. Now, the grade sheets are going to be the only documents they can update on their finalized application. And the working group, they have approved a requirement that limits applicants to 100 electronic applications. Now, this is a rolling limit, so as if I had 100 applications in the system and one of those positions I applied to is marked as filled, I would get that slot back. Again, if one of the positions that I applied to went past its close date, the position was expired, after 30 days, I would get that slot back. So this is a rolling limit. And to help applicants monitor their applications, applicants will now have a dashboard to help keep track of application counts. And this dashboard is located on the home page and on their My Applications page. And it's going to include the total number of finalized applications, the total number of slots that they have remaining that they can use, the number of withdrawn applications, and the number of applications that are associated with a filled position. You will also have the number of applications that are associated with an expired position. Applicants may want to withdraw their applications to an expired position early just so they can gain their slot back, but we leave that decision up to them. Applicants will also be able to see the number of draft applications they have. And please remember, there is no limitation to the number of draft applications. Applicants will also have a tally of the number of applications that a judge or a staff attorney office has requested an update. Now, we are going to work, we here at the OSCAR Program Office are going to be working with the judges and the chamber staff and asking that if they have one position with similar hiring criteria, you know, a position that 2 clerkships that's for a 1-year term length and they start around the same day or within a few weeks of each other, we're going to recommend that the chambers post a single position in OSCAR and note that they are hiring for multiple openings in the position description.
In the My Template sub-tab, there's also a new column called Template Type. In the online editor, the template type field is a required field. So you will select either judge or staff attorney office. OSCAR will display the proper merge fields based on the template type that you've selected. Also in the recommender interface, recommenders can now select the the select all or select first 50 by choosing the clear selections checkbox. Recommenders will now be able to upload a recommendation letter and have OSCAR automatically append that letter to future pending requests for that applicant. So you would follow the normal process of filling a recommendation request. Once you are at the Confirm Recommendation screen, OSCAR will prompt you to choose if you want the letter to automatically attach new requests for that applicant. So if you choose this option, OSCAR will prompt you to select an expiration date for the letter. Now you can select Never Expire or a date from a calendar. Once a date expires, requests from that applicant will return to the standard OSCR process. Existing submitted letters will not be affected by the expiration date. Recommenders will also not receive any new request email notifications for applicants that they have set automatic letters to. So in the clerkship recommendations and staff attorney recommendations tab, there's a new sortable column called Add Letters Automatically. It will contain yes, no, or until with the expiration date for each applicant. As LSAs, you will have the option to still receive email notifications for automatic field requests for your faculty recommenders. You will also have a report showing which faculty recommenders are using the automatic field request and for which applicants. Please note that even though a letter is marked to never expire, the recommender's account may still be affected by our yearly archiving.
Now we're going to look at some enhancements that have been made to the LSA, the Law School Administrator interface. And one of the first things you'll note is that on the Law School Profile subtab, there is a new optional field to identify the hiring plan participation for your law school with a yes or no selection. You also have a text box to add more information about your law school's hiring plan participation. Again, there's a limit for the number of characters you can enter into this field, and so there is a remaining character count to help with that. In addition, there is going to be another subtab with the law school profile for law school dean. And when you log in as an LSA for the first time, after you've finished filling out the security requirements, OSCR is going to automatically take you to this tab for the law school dean information. You will need to add your law school's dean information before you can go any further in the OSCR system. And please note that this information will only be available to the OSCR program office. When you are editing or creating a new LSA account, you will now have a new user right called Recommenders Only. Now, this user right was designed for faculty assistants who assist multiple faculty recommenders. With this user right, a faculty assistant has the ability to log into OSCR once and upload letters from multiple faculty without having to keep track of multiple usernames and passwords or having an account with too much access, for example, having administrative rights. The Recommenders Only user right only allows access to the Recommenders List tab, where the user only has functions related to being a recommender, such as uploading letters of recommendation. Now, in OSCR version 6, you have a feature called Login As, which allows you to log in as another user like your applicants or recommenders. And you can do that without having to use their username or passwords. This allows you to work directly in that account on behalf of the applicant or recommender. You would do this, for instance, to help upload letters of recommendation. Now, the Wear the Hat has the same functionality as Login As, but is represented by the image of a top hat. In addition, this icon is also going to be available right on your applicants list and your recommenders list tab. So you will no longer have to view the person you're trying to help first and then log in as. We'll save you some steps. Once you have clicked the Wear the Hat icon, a warning box is going to come up asking if you want to become this user. click OK to continue, or click Cancel to return to the Applicants List or Recommenders List tab. Once you are wearing the hat of another user, you can see which user you're logged in as by the username, which is in the upper left-hand corner of the screen. And after you've completed your task, you can return to your own administrative interface by clicking on the Return to Admin tab located rightmost on the main navigation bar. There have also been some enhancements to the report feature in OSCAR. One, reports are now going to be located under the Tools menu on the main navigation bar. And some of the new fields that we've added to OSCAR have also been added to the existing report. For example, the clerkship type column is going to be added to the applicants with draft applications by judge report, the count of judges with positions opened since beginning of prior month report, the count of positions open since beginning of prior month report, and the positions open since the beginning of the prior month report. Another enhancement is going to be to the recommendation request by applicant with recommender and judge report, which will now display the position's status. So you can tell from this report if a recommendation request is associated with an available or filled position. You will also receive a new report showing which faculty recommenders are using the automatic fill recommendation feature and for which applicants.
The LSA resources page has also been redesigned to help you find information more quickly. Here you will find all the helpful tip sheets, the video tutorials, and employee information such as the link to the Federal Law Clerk Hiring Plan page. From the Resources tab, you can also select tip sheets, video tutorials, applicant resources, recommenders resources, applicant FAQs, or recommender FAQs to go directly to those pages. So if you click on tip sheet, it will take you to the LSA tip sheet. And these tip sheets are organized based on topic. So if you are interested in learning how to log in as another user, you would click on that link and it will open up the document in a PDF format. If you click on video tutorials, it will take you to that page, and all you have to do is click on the play button and it will take you to step-by-step instructions on how to perform certain processes in OSCAR. You click on the applicant resources. Their applicant resources page is organized and redesigned the same way as the LSA's version, in that they will have tip sheets, video tutorials, employment information. They will also have access to the OSCAR application process map. If you click on recommender resources again, it's organized the same way, in that you'll have access to their tip sheets, recommender downloads, video tutorials, and here a process map on the recommendation process. Then we also have the applicant FAQs that you can search for FAQ that may answer a question that you have about OSCAR or any issues that you may have about OSCAR. And the same for the recommender FAQs. So here it's organized into hot topics, more of a technical FAQ, and then FAQs related to letters and recommendations. That concludes our webinar on OSCAR version 7 sneak preview for law school administrators. Should you have any additional questions, please contact the OSCAR program office at our toll-free number, and also through email. Thank you.